Hey, Alexander Straight here, Family First Life Fire founder. Want to talk to you guys real quick about product resources, more specifically underwriting resources for you as a new agent. So you're a broker, you got maybe two carriers right now, maybe you got five, maybe you got 10. You have a lot of different carriers, you have a lot of different products, and I'm sure the number one thing that you think you need to know to have success is all the details about all the products, right? Completely wrong. Products is about 5% of this business. That's serious, 5%. Because at the end of the day, someone dies, someone gets paid. Are there some differences between the different products? Yes, absolutely. Do you have to be a product encyclopedia thesaurus to get into your first home and make a sale? Absolutely not. What you need, instead of being the actual resource, you need to be resourceful and know where to go to get your answers. And more specifically, what products a client can and cannot qualify for. Because 78-year-old Jim, who has COPD and is on oxygen, I'm sure he wants $500,000, but 78-year-old Jim with COPD and oxygen is not going to qualify for $500,000. And so it's very important to know with underwriting where to go find the answers instead of being the answer. So there are two main sources I would recommend as a new agent in order to get the answers you're looking for. The number one, and I would say the higher priority of the two, is the Slack channel. So you should be in FFL America's Slack. If you're not, a quick link to that is slack.fflfire.com. It's a little app on your phone, super useful. But what the Slack app does, on top of having multiple channels, there's one channel in particular. It's called In-Home Help. And we have these amazing underwriting genies that are available almost 7 days a week. And if they're not available, a manager will jump in and help you out. But basically, you post the issues going on with your client inside the in-home help channel, and the underwriting genies or a manager will get back with you within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, with an exact answer of what product to write. That way, you don't have to be a product expert. So you could post 58 female, high blood pressure, diabetes, type 2, takes lisinopril, takes metoprolol, takes metformin, takes levothyroxine. What product is best? Right now, if I were to tell you that, you probably have no clue. And maybe you'd go try to find some cheat sheets or something like that to find the answer. And that's cool. And you absolutely could do that. But you go post that in the in-home help, and you're going to have an answer within 2 minutes telling you to write the American Eagle Premier product. And if optionally, you could stack Mutual of Omaha's accidental. Now, I know that because I've been doing this 3 years, but you as a brand new agent, you're not supposed to know that because that's the 5%. Once you're in the home, you get someone to talk about insurance, it's the hardest part. They're already ready to buy. We will give you the answers about what to actually sell. So the number one resource, and if you haven't looked at it yet, literally go into the Slack, go look in the in-home help channel and just start scrolling. You'll see it, response after response after response after response of people who are posting the issues of their client and getting an answer of what product to write. So that is the number one resource to get your answers. The number two resource is your manager directly. So after you go through the financial inventory, or once you do your underwriting and kind of get all the prescriptions and the issues of the person you're sitting with, you can sit down with Betty. And if you're in person, you could say, all right, Betty, I got a pretty good idea of what we're going to do here. I'm just going to call my senior underwriter just to get a second opinion. So give me just a few minutes to call and make sure we put you in the best position. And you pick up the phone and you call your manager and say, hey, Alex, I'm sitting here with Betty. Do you have a minute? Okay, perfect. So Betty here is, and you just start reading off the financial inventory. She's 58. She makes $2,300 a month. Here's her prescriptions. Here's her issues. Well, I have a good idea, Alex, but what would you recommend? I'd recommend the American Eagle Premier. Perfect, exactly what I was thinking of. Just wanted to get a second opinion. Thank you so much. Even if you don't know, that's okay. And Betty's going to look at you and say, I like this guy. He's double checking, make sure I'm in the best position. He had the right idea up front anyways. I like this guy. If you're doing virtual sales, literally post in the in-home help while you're doing your underwriting. You'll get an answer in 2-3 minutes while you're on the phone with them. If for whatever reason you don't get an answer right away, you know what, Betty, you got quite a bit going on here. I'm going to go ahead and do some underwriting research. It's going to take me about 10-15 minutes to go ahead and get an answer for you. Is this your best callback number? 1-2-3-4-5-6-7-8-9-0. Yes, it is. Okay, I want you to write down my personal number right here. I'm going to be calling you from this number. Give them your phone number. I'm going to do a little bit of underwriting research in order to figure out with your prescriptions and medications and surgeries, what products give you the best chance of you qualifying for. I'll call you back in about 10-15 minutes once I have a more firm answer for you. Does that sound fair? Absolutely. So again, you just take control. At that point, you're all over Slack. You're calling every manager phone number you know. You're doing whatever you can to find the resource. And that's okay. Again, you don't have to be an expert right away, but communicating with your manager, letting them know when you are going into homes, and so they could be available, and using the in-home help channel in Slack. Those two resources will probably cover 98% of your cases right now. And then as you just do it over and over again, you're going to learn more about the products. I promise. We're not trying to withhold information from you, but understanding how does someone qualify, which medication someone for an Americal Payment Protector versus a Mutual Term Life Express versus Aetna Ascendo, trying to memorize all that. I don't even know all that. I still use the in-home help channel, and I still call my manager if I get stuck and the in-home help channel isn't getting back to me fast enough. So long story short, don't be the resource, be resourceful. Use the in-home help channel in Slack. Use your manager. Don't be scared to call them. They are there to help you. Their job is to help make you money. So use them. And if you learn to use the resources effectively, you don't have to be a product expert to get started. Just got to know how to get those two resources. And once you're in a home, you're 90% of the way there anyways. So hope that helps.